So yeah, hey, welcome. Today we're gonna talk about a little bit. Oh my god, I already kicked the table. A little bit about removing these price tags. Like really simple way of removing these. All you're gonna need is some isopropanol, isopropanol. I have this local uh, brand. It's 99% amount. You're gonna need some rags just in case. Some what are these? Well, these things. You're gonna need these things. You need some kind of extra case where you're gonna put your things in, and then you're gonna need some things you can slide into the black area here. Here, I'm having this guitar tool because I maintenance my own guitars, so I got this, and this is like perfect for the job. I've seen people use knives, but I will not personally use those knives. But it's gonna be really simple. So of course, first we're gonna like remove all the parts that can get destroyed. This being manual. We can like check what's the condition of these things at the same time. Uh, some kind of gunk here. I think I'm gonna clean this up. The disc. Disc is in a pretty good shape. There's some fingerprints there and there, whatever. And now we have to get rid of this. I think it was like 0.25 or such. 25. You just want go slide in here. Just lever it open. There we go. Sometimes this just pops off. There we go. Looks like there's some kind of gunk in here also. We have to clean these two. I'm gonna do it after. Let's get out on with the brine step first. That's why we're here, right? Take this, and we're gonna put this on the side, somewhere far away, so they don't get destroyed, splattered or whatever. So this is how it's gonna look like. Looks like I've already been cleaning this a little bit. I don't know, can you see? But there's like stripes of something in here. I think I wiped this once with isopropanol. Anyway, you also want like some kind of broken glass or whatever where you're gonna put just a cork full of the isopropanol because you don't need much. And we're just gonna take a little bit of that and sorry, I'm very new to this. My first time shooting, so I hope you can see everything. So we're just gonna moist it up, right? And it should come pretty easily off. And if not, we're just gonna apply more. Some people like to use gloves here. I don't. It's not that strong. All right, and it's out. And just press it over there. Oh, it's already off. All right, so that was not very thick. So it's always gonna leave behind some glue residue over here. So you want to get rid of that. There we go. There's some black gunk. I don't know, can you see that? Ready there. And that's it. That's how you remove a price tag. You can always like tape this one out so you don't accidentally hit it or something if you want. Also, right after you've done this, there can be like a white, like hazy effect on the plastic. I think it's dependent on the brand of the isopropanol. Maybe some I don't know. There's some kind of catalyst in there that's gonna happen. But what I actually think what is actually happening is that when you remove the glue, the isopropanol is going to thin it so much that it's just gonna like smear on the plastic. So I'm always gonna do this right after. So I'm just gonna clean the whole thing. You know what? Since we are here, why don't we just glue this whole thing? Just do a little bit of maintenance. You know, as you can see, this is already turning black. So hey, this is a 30-year-old game, and usually you can tell right away if someone has been smoking near the game, or if it's been in a basement somewhere. Like this thing turns black really fast, and I think I wiped this once already. So it's kind of sad I cannot show you the actual amount of gunk. I think I pulled like 3 completely black, this kind of pads out of this thing. So yeah, we're just gonna go through all of this. Just gonna clean everything. Why not? Since we are here, this is a 30-year-old game. Like I said, I don't think anyone's ever like gone all the way. This and we want to give it a little bit more life, right? So there's some kind of I don't know what this is. This came out some kind of wood or something. This is really ugly. I think you can do something about this. Not much. This is really ugly. Ugly. Shrapnel. Oh, this is coming off actually. So Tekken 3, right? Amazing game. For me, it was the first fighting game I actually sat down and wanted to learn how to play. I think I was like 15 or something. I was so into that one. Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament. So I was maining Jin Kazama and Brian Fury. I was landing combos with them and everything. But that was kind of like my first introduction into fighting games. Really. Because after that, I played them a lot in 2009. I'm a dirty 09er, if you can say that. It's funny how 09er, right? Just like, what's the word? Veteran? Oh my god, I cannot speak today. What's the word? Not meaning well about the other person. People were gatekeeping fighting games in 2009 and calling me that for coming into the scene with Street Fighter 4. Uh, which was a game I loved. I really loved that one. I'm gonna do another pass here. So with these kind of oh yeah, there's a lot of some kind of weird gunk here. I don't think I did this very well. Think about this silicone uh, covers in here. So some of the chemicals you use or might use will try to vaporize. So if you press them against this, the chemical doesn't have any way to escape. So it's gonna be a little bit stronger in that area, affecting the plastic. So that might leave some kind of like stain or whatever. So you have to be careful when you press this or if you use this kind of like workspaces. Okay, yeah, this is pretty much done. I don't think I will be. I will change this if I could. Something else. If I ever have an extra, I will put Tekken 3 into another one. Seems to be something in here. I don't know why it's not leaving. So it's pretty hard to see in here. It's very bright with the light. So one thing to remember when you do this is that it's gonna like remove all of the grease and fat and whatever from the surface, and that's gonna make it look like it's much more uh, not stained, but there's a lot more scratches. It's gonna reveal all the imperfectness of the plastic when you do this kind of big deep cleaning. Yeah, but we have ways with that. Too. I'm gonna do one pass with the what is this Q-tip, whatever. I think everyone has like different names for this. I do the corners. I don't know, can you see? But that's like, yeah, that's turning black. I don't know about you, but I'm very detail oriented person. Like I love look at that. I love doing this kind of things. This is like this is like meditation to me almost. I get more excited of cleaning this than maybe from the playing. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I really love like doing this. Uh, in a way, I feel like the game becomes mine. If you know what I'm talking about. All right. My wife tells me that Ville, no one gives a shit about that kind of things, you know. And I tell her, yeah, you are right, but the thing is, I, I do. So you know, people. I think people don't collect things for other people. Only you will be as impressed about your own collection than anyone else. That's what I like to think. Okay, what is that? Why is it there? It looks like it's like some kind of stain, but I don't think so. And this is turning completely black also. So see, can we find it here? Yeah, I think it's on the other side. Yeah, I think it's just some kind of scratch or such. Well, I don't think we can do anything more with the isopropanol. Yeah. So we only use it like half a cork full of that stuff. So what do we do now? Well, actually, I have some tricks here up my sleeve, and one of them is just window cleaner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from inside to outside. So I was painting a lot of furniture in my time. I have degree in painting and blah blah blah. Anyways, whenever you paint furniture or whatever, you always start from the side that no one is going to see. This is what we're gonna start in here also. So we're gonna start from the inside, from the behind the CD case. No one is gonna see in here. We're gonna start. This is gonna remove some of the smoky feel we left with the IPA. And this is gonna remove last of the gunk, whatever is in there. If there ever was something that IPA didn't take care of, this one will. First the quality and now the quantity. So say. You have to be really careful with these notches here, by the way. I don't know, can you see? But some of you know who has these Paul CD cases know that there's these notches. Uh, Moisture, water, and everything can go easily go under this and be kind of like hidden. And then it's gonna be on your cover page, and it's gonna make it wrinkly. So you don't want that. Anyway, we wipe this like almost dry with this. I'm trying to stay under the camera. Sorry. We're gonna do this, that. Now it would be a good idea to leave it like a dry, maybe 5 minutes or so. But I'm on a live stream, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go straight to the other way, to the end. Again, this time I'm gonna pull it here because I don't want it to spill. This is just a microfiber cloth, by the way. You have to be careful with these microfiber cloths. I noticed that some of them are really rough, and the old paper doesn't really like them. So you might be scrubbing off some of the color off, especially on the spines of the manuals. They're really suspective. What? The like the rough this. Even though when it's watered down, it's gonna like a little bit ease it up, so to say. Yeah, we're gonna take care of this too. Okay, that's all be the backside done. I don't think that's good. That's not good enough. I'm gonna do another pass. Of course, there's this massive scratch in here, so I cannot really press anyway. You should never press though. These are really fragile. Oh no, let's do the front. All right, that's done. Now we are going. I'm gonna leave this to dry. Yeah. We're gonna take care of this. Let's go all the way since we started. So no one has looked in here for since 1998 or something. We're gonna clean this up a little bit. Just give it a little bit of life, you know. this side. Okay, that's definitely something that needs a little bit stronger. So we're gonna go with the IPA here. So only gonna need a little bit drop of that. We're gonna wipe this. Look how strong it is. It's such a small amount. And it's completely like shaped, changes the color of this. Yeah, it is definitely something. It's turning black. Try a little bit. Double check. It's definitely something here, but I think I've seen this in almost all of these. Maybe it's some kind of like, yeah, look, yeah, it's that one. Some kind of pressing point from the mold. I've seen it in many times. But sometimes it feels like it's like get some gunk in, or like there's there's something on that spot. Maybe because people touch it a lot or such. Anyway, that's looking pretty good. Just go all the way around. Why not? No, that looks better. I don't know. There's something still here. I think no, it's just some kind of dent. All right, that's done. You know what? We're talking about this inlay, so let's look what's going on here. We are not using this. This is a wet one now, so we cannot use that. We have to use dry, and we're gonna do. I don't really want to press too hard. There is something in here. It's a little bit bent. I think I could do here is moisturize this and put it in a press for like a week. That could help it a little bit, I think. Anyway, let's get rid of this stuff in here. This game came to me all the way from UK. This happens to be one of the most expensive games I think I bought because same day I bought this or the next day, uh, they say that they're gonna put €3 toll on things coming outside of Europe. So I had to pay that on top of the customs, which I kind of forgot I had to pay because the site didn't say that they are in UK. So this is really nice looking side, really straight and stiff. And this one is bent. It's like some kind of moisture, like hit it in here. Oh my god! I'm really bad at showing in the camera. Sorry, I'm just looking at it in my hand. Yeah, I think you can see it maybe. I'm really thinking if I should put this on a press, but honestly, This game, the case is kind of bad. Uh, Maybe I'm not going the full distance with this. But what I will do is I have a pencil here. This is an ink pen, and this is by, I think there was this Pilot. There was a brand in here somewhere. Anyway, this exact pen happens to be the same color of black as these old uh, the old coloring in this the PlayStation logo. So I don't think I will be going through this whole back inlay. I'm just giving this for your idea here. That if you want, you can go and touch these white spots out in the black. It's gonna make it look so much more like crispy or fresh or whatever you want to call it. I have a Mortal Kombat 3. I actually touched up with this corners, the one with um the cardboard box, and that one looks so good when I did this. In here, I don't think I will be going through the whole, like, I don't know how well you can see that. There's like this worn white stripe on this side. I don't think I will go through that because I think then it's gonna stand out. But if you do like the small dot things, uh, then this pen is super good. Is even releasing any ink. Okay. I really wanna press it in here because it's gonna be easier to work. Right. Just small dot thing. Small dot. You don't wanna color it, you wanna just press it like dot 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 dot. Still few on this side. Still in the edge, am I gonna moisture this and press? I do love this game, so maybe I should do it. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to go full distance with this game. So let's check what's going on here. The case is broken. One of the hinge is kind of like gone. This massive thing here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna continue with this. Something over there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, assembling. You just put this put this back in here. You check it's on the right side. I like to go this way. I'm gonna press the non-hinge side first, and then let it kind of like even itself out. Double check here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Too bad I don't have before and after photo, I guess. Then we're gonna get CD. Let's put it in here. Now let's check the manual. The manual could use a little bit of touch up, I think. Is there even every page in here? It feels kind of flimsy. There's no pages on the, I mean, the numbers on the pages, so I don't think I can say sure. No, I think this is everything. It seems to be a little bit rusty here, though. I'm not gonna touch this. It's like that feels like a can of worms, you know. It's gonna just be a disaster if I do something about that. Okay. Now there's actually one more thing to do. So something I like to do with my games is I like to make this rubber, what is this, bubble? Bubble wrap. Uh, what do I call this one? Oh my god. This is there to protect the CD. Okay. I do this kind of small piece of this from somewhere, and I'm gonna put it here. It's gonna protect the CD a little bit. It's gonna protect the CD holder actually, which is very important because these things clip and break. And one of the things it also does is it makes this game look and feel more solid. I can say that. The game feels a little bit heavier in your like more firm. And the artwork, if it was like hanging, it's gonna pop up more against the plastic. So it's gonna look a little bit better and gonna feel a little bit better in your hand. And also, of course, it also has this the pragmatical reason. It's gonna protect the CD and the CD case. Yeah. So that's that, and that's how you do basic cleaning from basic maintenance, stack removal to your PS1 game. Now, the other things. What I usually do with the games when I'm cleaning them up and cleaning them up and preserving them or whatever is I usually polish these cases, but I'm not doing it in this case because this is horrible. There's the scratch in here. I don't know how well you can see it, but the scratch is so horrible. The hinge is loose. I don't think there is kind of like much saving on this on this case. So I'm not going to polish this one because it's a little bit work. it's a little bit more work, and it just wastes a lot of material. So I'm not doing it here. I'm gonna, if I do put Tekken 3 on a bit better case, of course I'm going to do that. Right now, I don't feel like I'm doing it. However, let's go back. I saw something on the cover page. That is something small we can do. There is this white spot in the corners in here. These are really like usual places where your yes covers, black label covers is gonna get like this widening effect. So I'm gonna do it and a little bit touch up here. Sorry, I'm can't really see. The light is coming from the behind of this thing. Oh my god, it's just my it's just the back of my head. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I know you wanna see what I'm doing here. But let's see if I can do it from this side. So I'm kind of pressing the paper against the silicone stand here. So I can easily like kind of like prove go against the paper a little bit. But not too much because the paper is white from the sides. So you will have just like a big uh like a long black stripe in the white paper if you do too much. I don't know about you, but for me it looks already so much better. So much better. Yeah, I think this looks really good. Well, it looks better. It's still you have to remember it's still a 30-year-old game. No one has done anything to fix it or whatever. But hey, you take your victories, right? Small area in here. I'm really sorry the camera is not completely on this. But this is my pilot episode. I will learn a lot from this one. Maybe the next one will be oh, better. It has to spit in here. What is that? I don't know what that is. No, that's this side a little bit too. Yeah, these are small details you can do to fresh up your collection, and this is something I like to do. It's just small thing, but I think it makes the game look so much more sharp when the corners are not completely like dull and dead. And of course, there is like um, white grooves in here too. I'm not gonna do anything to those because he's gonna need a lot more expertise than I have. Different kind of pens. I think you would have to do this like actual pens, not anything with ink. Something that like pushes the pigment in them, not something that smears something like liquidy. So you can how can I call this? You can put layers of the pigment in there, make it look more natural. And you're gonna need a lot of pencils for that. Anyway, I think that's pretty good. Too bad I didn't take before and after picture. Not like there was anything else than one tag in there. But a little bit clean this up. Okay. So I don't think I will do anything to manual. I will press it, moisturize and press it, give it a little bit more extra stiffness, or make it look a little bit flat and new. I think I will bother with that. Oh, by the way, I love to do this. I'm sure there's people who gonna cringe, or whatever. I think, in my personal experience, I think this is the I, I messed it up right away. In my experience, I think this is the better way to do this. Because I notice when I try to push them in from this way, uh, sometimes they get kind of like, I don't know, they like roll, or the sides get like, I don't know, worn against the nudges. I'd rather do this one. Just gonna bend the paper a little bit, but it's already bent, so whatever. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. That was my simple cleaning nonsense. That's 45-minute video. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway, time flies when you're having fun. See you next time. I'm gonna do more of these kind of tutorials. I think. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah. See you next time. All right. Stay cool.